What's going on, Tenant Crew? My name is Billy the Skwid, and have you ever wanted to be Brienne of Tarth, but in space, with guns, from space, fighting tentacle dogs from space, while you are lost in space, trying to find out why you are stuck in space, repeating the same space thing over and over? Then Returnal might be for you. So if you guys don't know what Returnal is, it is a new game that is exclusive to the PS5 that just came out. It is a roguelike third-person shooter with some really interesting mechanics in the way that they go about doing things. So we're just gonna hop in. I'm gonna give you kind of my first impressions on what all is going on. As you can see here, Miss Brienne of Tarth is having a horrible time getting flashbacks and getting her ship shot down by the gods. Zeus was angry, and so here we are playing Deathloop outside of Deathloop. And this is just it. The game just jumps you directly into the action. As soon as you boot it up, you are in. No menus, no cutscenes, nothing. Now, the first time you play it, you are going to have cutscenes to get like your colorblind mode set up, get some of your audio, some of your visuals set up. But, yep, that is the procedural generation, milady. And that is something I've never seen before. And we about died on room 1. It's not too late. And as you can see, the game is about as brutal as they come. A buddy compared it, saying it was a Soulslike. I do not see very much of the Souls-like influence other than the difficulty factor to the game. But it is definitely a challenging ride, as one would expect from a Souls-like, where death is inevitable and you kind of have to die to be able to learn. And like she said, this is different from the last time she came through here because the entire game is procedurally generated, from enemy layout to the weapons you're going to get. It is all procedurally generated, and I've only played about an hour of it so far, so I don't know exactly how much of that procedural generation factors in, but it seems like it has a pretty decent variety. What is that? Oh, okay. We found a shop, and a space shop with a bunch of malignant things. I don't have anything to break the chunks open. Don't have anything to interact with the fabricator. So, outside of it being a obvious roguelike and having Souls-like difficulty, it is honestly more of a Metroidvania than anything. You have to push through to be able to find things, to be able to do the things like those chunks down there. I can't mine them right now because I haven't found the thing to mine them, but I could activate the teleporter because I picked up a space alien bug and attached it to my spine because that seemed like a good idea. The scanner told me it was okay, so I went ahead and did it. And now I can use those little pads to dematerialize myself and materialize myself somewhere else. Maybe we were hoping that in one of these dematerialization events, we just didn't come back and everything would have been over. But Miss Brienne of Space Tarth is not that lucky. What's in the box? New thing! We got a murmuring cocoon. Increases the positive effect of a parasite. And that brings me into another aspect of this game. There is a significant amount of RNG being played into with this title. There are, as you saw down in the hole that I fell into, malignancies. These don't always take effect. There is a chance that you will get a malfunction of your suit based off of a malignancy. And these are overall very negative effects. Then you have parasites, which the thing we just got is supposed to improve parasites for us. So what parasites do is they give you a positive and a negative quirk. So say, for instance, you get one that the positive effect is makes it less likely for you to have a suit malfunction from a malignancy. That's awesome. But the downside is you might do 25% less damage when you're shooting from the air. That is your downside. There's a space tentacle dogs I was telling you guys about. Woo! Okay, I see you, game. That was the auxiliary fire. So the game starts you with a random auxiliary fire that is on a cooldown. You can see it down. Well, no, you can't see it down behind me. It is right schmear. That is your auxiliary cooldown. And the way the game works is it uses the haptic feedback and the trigger sensitivity of the controller. It turns this L2 into two functions. One, a half press, which it will stop you because of the tension on the trigger. Gives you an aim down sight. Whereas a full press zooms you into your alt fire, which allows you to do this awesome shotgun arch effect. And then it goes on cooldown. When that cooldown is over, you will get a sound cue in your headset as well as a vibration in your hand to let you know, hey, you can fuck shit up again. And fuck shit up we shall. Now, one thing that I've already noticed about this game as opposed to other roguelikes of the genre is this isn't one of those just one more type of roguelikes. That might put some people off. It does not do that for me. One of the biggest issues I have with the roguelike genre in general is that it seems like the runs are almost too short most of the time. I don't get a feel for actually getting attached to my run. This is going to be another drop down, isn't it? Huzzah! This game has the complete opposite effect. This game, the runs are going to take a significant amount of time. You're going to get attached to the runs. And the only reason I would say this is a net negative is the fact that there is no stopping, there's no like shutting down the system, there's no save function. You have to put your system into rest mode and then pick the run up later. You have to do it all in one cycle. It doesn't give you the option to, like say Remnant from the Ashes would. And Remnant from the Ashes is actually the biggest comparison I can give to this game. So take it from somebody who loves Remnant from the Ashes. If you were to make a comparison, Remnant from the Ashes would be like Dark Souls. I love Dark Souls. It's an easy comparison to make. This game would be like Bloodborne in comparison to Dark Souls. It is high, fast, flying action. It's got a lot more intricacies to it, while also simplifying a few of the mechanics. Yes, absorb all of that sweet, sweet loot with your vagina. What do we got over here? Yep, another fight. You. And I missed. I also need to get better about the active reload system. So there's a reload system similar to Gears of War, where if you run out of bullets and you hit the shoot button at the right time, hey, you get an instant reload. And it's really, really good. And I need to get better about it instead of just spamming R2 over and over and over. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. But down below here, there's also another function to this game, and this is the adrenaline system. Every time you kill an enemy, it builds up an adrenaline meter. What does the adrenaline meter do? Once you hit certain tiers, you do more damage, you do a lot of different things better. But as soon as you take one hit of damage, that adrenaline meter goes back to zero. You have to start from base. And we are back. Oh, what a wonderful feeling to have the little pitter-patters of rain tappity-tap-tapping on your hands when you're sitting idle in a rainstorm. As soon as you start like getting into action, that haptic feedback goes away. But it is nice to just kind of sit and enjoy it. Like, I'll just sit here and the rain will start picking up on my hands. It is quite pleasant. I do enjoy it thoroughly. Now, saying that I played an hour of it last night, and then I'm playing what I'm showing you right now. I have not gotten into the deeper intricacies of the game yet. I have not found out a lot of the games. I haven't found out how a lot of things interact with each other. Fuck these guys, by the way. Little Eyes of Sauron, but in space. They can suck it. Another drop down. And we have a malignant chest hive. So this is something I can kind of show you guys what the malignancies are like. So if you walk up to this one, it is safe for opening. Nice. And we get our first weapon change. So we were on the pistol, now we have the carbine. Full auto. Good, like, damage overall. And then boom, you're back into the action. These little strafing things that come off, those are what you get from your adrenaline. The higher your adrenaline is, the more of those little zoomy things, and they do heat seek. Your ammo regens over time as well, as long as you don't empty the clip. And does this one give me a new alt fire? It does. So now we have the Raiden effect, the Darth Sidious alt, where you just shoot lightning out of the end of your gun and it wrecks everything in front of you, as opposed to what we had with the pistol where it was a shotgun effect. You cannot interchange these as far as I know. Whatever the gun's alt fire comes with, that is what you get. You can find alt fires on the ground and change them out that way, but I don't think you can actually swap out your alt fire from one weapon to another. What do we got in this chest? Safe to open. And this is the Spit Mob Blaster. So these are the only weapons that I've had the pleasure of playing with so far. This is your shotgun. What alt fire do we have? Okay, we're back to the arch effect. And then we are back to the sidearm. Okay, so this was just basically a room letting you get set up with whatever weapon you wanted to from the beginning. We are going to run with the shotgun because I like it. Materialize! And now to sneak past the eyes and get going back from whence we came. I don't know what happens if you actually step in one of these eyes. I've never had the mispleasure of doing so. Let's find out, actually. Hi, bud. Oh. Oh. Okay, so you don't just... You're not, like, an active, like, I'm gonna spawn enemies to fuck you up. You just do it yourself. Wild. And a random materializer. What do we got? A shield vial. Nice. So this is the last kind of function that I have come across in this game, is the consumables. So they go into your L1 slot, and they do multiple different things. The one I just picked up, as you can see, it's right here. That guy. They each do different things. They're a one-use only item. I'm sure if I went up here and wanted to throw more of my XP into this machine, I could get another item, but I don't want to do that right now. But what it does is it makes, for instance, this one gives me one free hit. It is a active shield, so as long as I have this up, as far as I know, it doesn't have a cooldown, which is nice, but if I take one hit of damage, it is going to deflect that, and I am going to be all good, baby. Don't you even worry about a thing. Use a key here. Keys are used for both doors and chests, so you kind of gotta micromanage what you want to do. What does this grabby glory hole of doom have for me? An alt fire augmentation. Shortens your alt fire by 2 seconds. Yes, please. What are we sticking in there? It wants something. Oh, it had to be the hand. Better than the peen, I suppose. And there's a nice little shot on that little robo bug that I have attached between my thrusters that allows me to teleport. But yeah, this game is great. This game is very, very good time. It is honestly unfortunate that it is a PS5 exclusive, because I feel like a lot of people are going to be missing out on a wonderful experience, especially considering there's only 20 net PS5s available in the world right now. So if you are one of those 20 people, please get this game, give it a try. If you like roguelikes or anything like that, I highly recommend you giving this the old college try. It is a glorious time. I am having a lot of fun with it, and I don't typically like roguelikes that much, so if I like it, I think you will too, as long as difficulty isn't a dissuading factor for you. So this has been my first impressions of Returnal, Brienne of Tarth. Good luck with your space death loop of doom. And let's go get hugged by a plant real quick. Bye-bye, guys. Have a wonderful day.